Hello, welcome to today's video. We're going to be watching Game of Thrones Episode 6. I'm actually looking forward to this. There's been a lot of good discussion in the comment section if you haven't seen. So I just want to thank everybody for leaving comments. Some of you are pointing out that I'm stupid. You didn't exactly say that, but implying that. And that's fair. But you still left meaningful comments, kind of giving me a breakdown of what I should be aware of. I did do a little bit of research. I'm looking at one of the comments now. That's why I'm looking down. But I did do a little bit of research. I looked up some of the character names. I'm trying to be better about remembering who the heck people are so I know who everybody's talking about. And then also I looked up some maps just from Season 1. There was actually a website. I forget the website name, but it had a list of maps of like areas that I should know by now. So I saw like the Seven Kingdoms. And then some of your explanations about the Targaryens. I might be mispronouncing that. But, for example, the girl that's pregnant, basically the fact that she, the bloodline, in some people's opinions, the rightful king would be her child because of her bloodline. And the current king basically took over, or this current line of kings, took over and stuff. So, something else that, I get it. It's not your typical 300, but I enjoy 300. So, I don't know. They say I gotta listen and catch the subtext, which I'm just not very good at that. And I'm not saying it's impossible for me to try and do that. I just, I typically watch shows for fun, not for, history lessons. I don't know. It's still fun. I'm not saying that, but, I'm still enjoying it. And, I know there's a lot more to it that I don't fully grasp. And I'm kind of looking at it more as a surface level show. One thing I really wanted to bring up was, someone was pointing out, when I'm like, there's no point to the sex or blah, 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 there are a couple things they were mentioning. One, historical events, based on reality of life. Because, there is obviously sex in life, but also, especially historically, showcasing of selling humans and stuff like that. That's normal stuff. But, just the fact that some of the scenes that I don't like, I wasn't necessarily meant to like. It wasn't put there for me to enjoy watching it. And they did go back on it a little bit. One, it's following the book, but also, some of it is for the shock factor for the show. But the main thing is they're following the book, they're following historical accuracy, and so there is a valid point to everything. So that's something that's good to take into consideration, because even last episode I was complaining about sex and stuff. So it's good to take into consideration there is a reason, and I'm learning more about that. And the biggest thing that's helping me, guys, with all this is the comments. I know some of you probably are not happy with me for not getting it, but I'm trying. And like I said, I did a little bit of research, and so hopefully it'll help enlighten me. But yeah, we'll jump right into it. Enough rambling. I am excited. Last episode left, man. I don't like seeing him hurt. See, and here I am not knowing names again. I'm gonna pull up my name cheat list. Cheat list. Edward. I'm so sorry. Eddard Stark. I don't like seeing the Starks get hurt. I like the Stark family. I like all of them, really. But I like the main Eddard Stark. I do like him a lot, so I hope he's okay and can recover. Not sure what's going to happen, so we'll jump right into it. I also am hoping that Tyrone Lannister, the imp, I'm hoping that he doesn't get hurt. Last we saw, he was still in jail by Miss Starks. Is it? No, that's Lannister. By Eddard Stark's wife. Is it? No, it's not Lisa. That's her sister, Lisa Arryn, I believe. I don't know. There's a lot to unpack. I'll even break down this intro a little bit, edit it down. I know I'm foolish, guys. I'm trying to learn. I really am. There's a lot of names. There's a lot of history. There's a lot to the show. And yes, I haven't picked up on everything, but I'm still enjoying it. Even if I don't understand some things, I will try not to make you guys scream at your computer screens today. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm hoping to see a little bit more of Jon Snow because I like that character, Jon Snow, and Samuel Tarly. I'd like to see more of him. And yeah, I mean, let's just jump into it and see what this episode has to offer. I've heard good things about this episode, so I am looking forward to it. But yeah, enjoy. I know they keep saying winter is coming. Is it actually coming though? Because I'd kind of like to see that. I want to see what's out there. You know, ever since episode 1, I've been wondering what those were, and you know if they're coming, or you know what's gonna happen. Game of Thrones. Whoa. Man. I was hoping, I don't know. You can just tell by his face, he knows. Man, I'm not looking forward to this part of it just because I don't want to see Mr. Stark get in trouble. He attacked one of your brothers? Man, that infuriates me. He didn't attack your brother. Now the imp, yeah, I get, like, you know, he's taking, Mr. Stark's taking taking credit for that. So I understand that, like, you know. But no, he didn't attack your brother. Your brother attacked him. Nice. Heck yeah. She deserved that. Now, I don't condone slapping women or slapping people, but it's about time the king actually stood up for himself.
That was not kingly.
You're not kingly. You're drinking all the time. I think hitting her is your least of your problems.
I'll pin the damn thing on Jaime Lannister.
Yeah, you better put that thing back on then. Out of those options, Jaime Lannister or Eddard Stark, definitely Mr. Stark needs to be the King's Hand. Definitely. Man, good for the king though. That's King Roland, but I don't know. He was pretty mad at Mr. Stark the other day, and then you know this. You'd think it would make him even more mad, but he still put him back as the King's Hand. So, man, back to those dragons. I want to see a dragon. Those eggs, I want to see one of those eggs hatch. I want to see a dragon, guys. I don't know. I know. I'm surface level. I'm sorry. I can hear your comments in my head right now, but I still want to see a dragon. I don't care what anybody says. A dragon would be cool. He's walking again. This is a recap of the last episode? 2 episodes ago? We know he's dreaming again, though. That actually makes sense, though. If you lost the use of your legs, I imagine you would have dreams like this.
It's your duty to represent your house when your father can't.
And it's not your duty.
I don't know. I understand what they're saying, though. What he's saying, you know. His father, like, you got to protect your own. But I don't think it's wise to get into a war with the Lannisters. I don't think that would end well for the Starks.
Cut his little cock off and stuff it in his mouth.
Yeah. Where these guys come from? They just live in the woods? I don't know. It just seems kind of odd that they happen to be out there too. Unless they live there. I don't know who they are. They say it's not like 300, but there's a lot of fights now. I don't know. That is probably a bad comparison, 300, but I just, there is a lot of violence, and I enjoy that. Some action in the film, in the show. And I didn't leave him with much choice.
What, to save your brother's life?
Yeah, what an ungrateful guy. Like, why do people do that? Like, what if you miss? Like, dude, he saved your freaking life, saved your brother's life. All's well that ends well. Don't get mad at him. Jeez. Oh, don't roll. Don't roll. Whoa. Yeah, I'd have that same problem too. I roll in my sleep. Surprised he hasn't fallen off there. Man, that's sketchy. It's sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. Wise words. If you're with your trouble when trouble happens, more trouble for you. Very true. Very true. What kind of weird satanic ritual is this? What's she eating? Was that like maybe a heart? I don't know. Looked raw too. I know I'm just staring at the screen like dumbfounded, but man, I wouldn't be able to do that. Eat a raw heart. It was a big heart too. It wasn't like a small animal. Huh. I wonder and I wonder what the purpose is. I mean, obviously it's a ritual of some type, but I wonder what the purpose is. Or what the meaning is behind eating a raw heart. I mean, I was listening to the words that the other guy was saying. It's what they were chanting. But I just... It doesn't really align with why you eat a raw heart. I don't know.
For one egg, I'll have enough to buy a ship. 2 eggs, a ship, and an army.
Yeah, it sucks though. Selling the eggs? I feel like they're more important. You shouldn't be selling those. Interesting. Why are the eggs so valuable, though? Just because it's like, part of their history kind of thing? I don't know. I'd assume, because they said there hadn't been a dragon for, was it 100 years or 1,000 years? But I guess it would just be... It would be a cool token to have,
I can still see her tits bouncing.
I have no words. I have no words. I don't think I was interested in stuff like that when I was 7. I wonder if they'll actually give him a trial. Good storyteller though. I really like Tyrone. The actor is excellent. He's doing a great job. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Hopefully he gets a trial, and hopefully it's a fair trial. I really still don't think he had anything to do with it. I really don't. But who knows? I mean, I could be wrong. Now, real quick though, was she really about to let her son decide somebody's life's fate? You'd think that's kind of an important decision that maybe you shouldn't give to a 10-year-old breastfeeding boy. I don't know. I mean, granted, he might be more fair than his mother, because she seems a bit out of it. So, I don't know. But yeah, trial by combat. Very interesting.
I think we can assume that no one is willing to...
I'll stand for the dwarf.
I need to know who that man is. I don't think I've seen him before. So I'm not sure if I don't think I know who that man is, but I want to know. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think him choosing his brother was a good choice, but I don't know. We'll see how this guy goes.
Once.
They're not really going hunting with only 3 people, are they? Because if they're gonna go kill Khaleesi, I think they're gonna need more than the 3 of them and the squire. I just feel like that's poor planning if they're gonna actually kill her, unless they're gonna sneak in. But that's still a dangerous mission. I don't know. Oh, I was wondering what the heck was going on there. Interesting. So he's gone rogue. Does he have an army? They made it sound like there was multiples of them. Is it just the one guy? Wow. Wow. There's a lot to unpack there. I know I can't play that like for everybody, but you know what I'm talking about as far as like the King's Hand making those kind of calls. He's Tyrone Lannister. Like, they're going after him too. I really don't think he had anything to do with it. Now, Jaime Lannister, he's something else. And then obviously the rogue knight. I mean, it sounds like he's working with the Lannisters. Wow. This, I don't know, it's crazy. This just, a roller coaster ride. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy stuff. I really don't think Tyrone had anything to do with it, guys. Heck yeah. I'm rooting for this guy. I'm rooting for this guy, man. I really don't think Tyrone had anything to do with it. I'm sorry, I'll stop saying that. But I don't know. It's got to be Jaime Lannister and the Queen. It's got to be them. It's not Tyrone. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I enjoyed that. Good fight. And that's the thing with fighting. Like, what do you mean fight with honor? I mean, I get as like being a knight and stuff, you're supposed to use honor, but like, look what happens when you fight with honor. Like, and I'm talking like actual fighting. I don't know.
Under there.
Yes. I have hair.
I don't care.
Bitch!
Sansa.
Rude, rude, rude. That's very rude. I do not appreciate the rudism.
Scepter.
Now you are being rude.
Yes.
I fear I've behaved monstrously the past few weeks.
Really? Really? You think? You think? I don't trust this guy. I don't trust him one little bit. You're not fooling me, Prince. You're not fooling me.
Him, and I meant to be his queen.
Well, I do think it's safer for them back there. Then again, there's those random people in the woods. Can't trust them. That is good to send them back. I mean, hopefully they'd be safer there. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like almost nowhere's safe, I don't know. Man, what did you just discover? Somebody else's bastard? I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names, but he just discovered something, guys. I know that much at least.
Back there.
Yes. Nobody likes you. Oh man. I think he's drunk. But I thought he was leaving. Huh. I don't think that's what he said, guys. She said that he said that he'll have his golden crown. I don't think that's what that guy said. I really don't think that's what that guy said. I guess we'll find out, but maybe this is the one where her brother is no more. Okay.
Danny.
That fire's not that hot. What kind of metal is that just melts down in 2 seconds? Oh, is this his crown? Ooh.
Khaleesi.
Ooh. My head's on fire. Well, he got his crown. Nice. Very nice. She's the dragon. Well, I mean, it's obviously not a real dragon, but like the bloodline, you know, the dragon blood. Because she didn't get burned by the dragon eggs. Man, I'm so glad that guy's gone. Whew. That's good. That's good. He's gone. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. No, it was a good episode. Somebody else mentioned in the comments I should do kind of a rating of the episodes. I wasn't prepared for this, but I just remembered it, and I want to kind of give you a breakdown. So, let me pull up the list here. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, no, I enjoyed that episode. I think they did a good job. Content. I'm just looking at the jogging my memory here. Okay. So out of the 6 episodes that we've seen, starting with my least favorite, I would say probably my least favorite was episode 3. Least favorite. The reason I say that, I didn't make a very long video of that. It was like 12 minutes. I didn't feel like there was a lot to unpack. And it very well might have been a lot to unpack if I was actually paying attention. Some people said my reaction was not very good, and I'm sorry for that. I'm not always up here, when I need to be. I try to film these videos when I'm energetic and engaged, but I didn't do so well with that video. So, I mean, you guys still knocked it out of the park with views. I'm not saying that. I didn't feel like I did it justice for the show, but I also didn't really enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the other ones. Probably from there, so that's least favorite. I'd say this one was probably number 5. Episode 6 equals 5. I enjoyed it, especially that ending, but it wasn't as action packed. And then I guess probably my next one would be episode 4. I'm trying to remember what happened in episode 4, but it's been a while because I spread these out. But it's probably been a while since I've seen episode 4. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. I remember Sam. Sam was great and everything. Probably from there. 1, 2, 3. So my top 3 episodes. Top 3 episodes. I would say number 3 is probably episode 1. Number 3. And then episode 2 is number 2. And my favorite episode thus far was last week's episode 5. And again, I don't have necessarily good reasons behind all that, but you can even tell with the videos itself. Not to say length is always the most important thing, because it's not. But I just felt like there was a lot more to unpack in episode 5. Obviously 1 and 2. But yeah, I still though. I'm really enjoying this. It'll be interesting to see how I feel about the show season to season. You know what I mean? Because like this is the first season, but yeah, I mean it's good. Like I really enjoy it. It's not that I just it'll be interesting to see the differences. A couple things just on this episode specifically. I'm glad Tyrone Lannister. I'm glad he is free. That is good. Mr. Stark, Eddard Stark. I don't know. He's making those kind of tough calls that could get him in a lot of trouble. Surprised King Roland is still okay with him and allowing him to sit on the throne after what happened and after Eddard Stark saying that he told his wife to take Tyrone Lannister. I'm surprised the king is still okay with Eddard Stark. I mean, I know that they, fought together in the past and things of that nature, and he said he felt of him like his brother. Like he chose him to be his brother. Khaleesi's brother, I'm glad he's gone. I was hoping this day would come. You did in this episode. You almost feel bad for him a little bit. I don't know, like I don't know. I just feel a little sorry for him. But at the same time, he tried to trade his sister for a crown. Like, that was what was more important to him. Not family, not his sister. Just power, So I don't feel that bad for him. But he did look pretty pitiful at the end there. Being drunk and everything. Jaime Lannister, I don't enjoy. I don't like him. Yeah. Prince Joffrey, not a fan. Not a fan. We haven't seen Jon Snow in a while, so I'm hoping he comes back at some point. And then it would be nice to see Sam again. But yeah, overall, this show, it's a really good show. I get why it was so popular. Still, overall, solid episode, solid show, and there's still a lot on the table as far as what's going to happen. So, yeah. But I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for being here. If you did enjoy it, consider liking the video and subscribing if you're new. All my episodes of Game of Thrones have been doing really well, except for the last episode. As far as viewer count goes, I've still got a lot of engagement on the last episode, and I think those that have seen it have enjoyed it, or at least enjoyed giving me critiques, which is fair. So yeah, but I again, thank you so much for everybody that's commenting and subscribing and just even bothering to spend time listening to what I have to say, especially when a lot of what I have to say, it's coming from a very naive and non-in-depth kind of vision of the show. I'm not much of a lore guy, and that's not just with this show. I play a game called RuneScape Quests. I just hold down the space button. I don't care about the characters in the game. This show, obviously, I care about characters in a TV show, but I've just never been huge on lore. So it's very lore heavy, and that's not a bad thing. It's not something I naturally pick up on. It just kind of goes in one ear, out the other. But yeah, overall, good show, good times. Thanks for watching. I will see you again on Thursday next week with another episode. We're getting towards the end. I think there was only 10 episodes this season. So, yeah. There you have it. But yeah, appreciate everybody. And I'll see you next time. Bye.